After more than 2 decades of sharing her life with millions of viewers, what happens when the cameras finally stop rolling? For most reality television stars, the end of a long-running series can feel like the closing of an important chapter. But for Amy Roloff, many fans believe it may have marked the beginning of something even more exciting. When Little People, Big World came to an end, viewers naturally wondered what would come next. Would Amy step away from the spotlight, enjoy a quieter life with her family, and leave television behind? Or had she already been preparing for a brand new adventure that no one saw coming? As updates from her life continued appearing online, it became clear that Amy wasn't disappearing. She was simply writing a different story. In recent months, fans have noticed Amy embracing fresh opportunities, expanding long-time passions, and connecting with supporters in meaningful new ways. From exciting projects to personal milestones, her post-show journey has sparked plenty of curiosity. Many are now asking whether she's quietly built an entirely new career beyond reality television, and whether this next chapter is proving even more fulfilling than the last. Today, we're taking a closer look at Amy Roloff's life after Little People, Big World. We'll explore the new direction her career has taken, the projects that continue to keep her busy, the role family plays in her everyday life, and why so many longtime viewers believe she's happier and more confident than ever before. Stay with us, because Amy's surprising career moves, her heartwarming family life today, and the inspiring way she's embraced this brand new chapter may completely change how you see her future. When Little People, Big World first premiered, few could have predicted just how deeply it would connect with audiences around the world. What began as a look inside the daily lives of the Roloff family grew into one of reality television's longest-running and most beloved series. For more than 2 decades, viewers celebrated birthdays, weddings, family milestones, and difficult moments right alongside them. The show wasn't simply entertainment. It became a story of perseverance, love, and change that millions followed year after year. At the heart of that journey was Amy Roloff. Her warmth, determination, and unwavering commitment to her family made her one of the most recognizable and admired personalities on the show. Whether she was balancing life on the family farm, raising 4 children, building her own business ventures, or facing personal struggles, Amy consistently showed resilience. Fans admired her ability to keep moving forward, even when life became unpredictable. Of course, Amy's path was far from easy. Viewers watched her navigate the pressures of running the farm, raising a family in front of television cameras, and eventually experiencing one of the most emotional chapters of her life, the end of her marriage to Matt Roloff. Those moments weren't always comfortable to watch, but they revealed Amy's strength and determination to rebuild her life on her own terms. As the years passed, the Roloff family changed, the children built families of their own, and eventually Little People, Big World reached the end of an incredible era. For many longtime fans, it felt like saying goodbye to people they had known for decades. But while one television chapter came to a close, Amy herself wasn't slowing down. That's something many reality television stars eventually discover. When the cameras stop rolling, a brand new challenge begins. Some disappear from the spotlight altogether, while others reinvent themselves, pursuing new careers, businesses, creative passions, and personal dreams they may never have had time to explore before. The end of a television series often marks not an ending, but the beginning of an entirely different adventure. Amy appears to be embracing exactly that kind of fresh start. She's continuing to stay connected with fans, spending treasured time with her growing family, exploring exciting new opportunities, and finding meaningful ways to build the next stage of her life beyond reality television. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at what Amy has been doing since the show ended. We'll explore her newest projects and career opportunities, the special role family continues to play in her everyday life, the exciting possibilities that may lie ahead, and why so many fans remain loyal supporters after all these years. Because for Amy Roloff, the story didn't end when Little People, Big World faded from our screens. But as one chapter closed, another quietly began. And that's where Amy's newest journey starts to become truly interesting. For more than 2 decades, Amy Roloff lived a life unlike almost anyone else. Cameras captured birthday parties, family disagreements, holidays, business ventures, and deeply personal milestones. Millions of viewers felt like they knew her because they had watched her navigate life's highs and lows in real time. After so many years, filming had become part of her daily routine, making the end of Little People, Big World feel like the closing of an extraordinary chapter. When the series finally came to an end, many fans wondered how Amy would adjust. After all, spending years with production crews nearby creates a unique lifestyle. Every major event had the potential to become part of an episode, and ordinary family moments often became national television. Suddenly, that constant presence disappeared. Rather than seeing the change as a loss, Amy embraced it as an opportunity. Without production schedules shaping her calendar, she gained something incredibly valuable: freedom. She no longer had to organize family gatherings around filming dates or worry about whether private conversations might eventually air on television. Everyday life became just that, everyday life again. That freedom allowed Amy to focus on the people who mattered most. Instead of planning scenes for viewers, she could simply enjoy spending time with her husband, Marek, her children, and her grandchildren. Family dinners, holidays, and simple afternoons together became moments to cherish without the pressure of cameras documenting every interaction. Fans who had followed Amy from the very beginning often commented that she seemed happier and more relaxed in her social media updates. Many noticed that her smile appeared more genuine, reflecting someone who was enjoying life at her own pace, rather than living according to a production schedule. While television had given her incredible opportunities, stepping away also brought a sense of peace. Looking back on more than 25 years of reality television, Amy has every reason to feel proud. She helped create one of TLC's most successful and longest-running family series. Throughout the years, audiences watched her overcome personal challenges, celebrate achievements, and continue moving forward even during difficult seasons. Her resilience became one of the defining themes of the show. Those decades on television also gave Amy a unique perspective. She experienced firsthand how public attention can affect family relationships. Every disagreement was analyzed by viewers, every life decision became a topic of discussion online, and every major milestone attracted headlines. While fan support was often encouraging, living under constant public scrutiny was never easy. Without weekly filming commitments, Amy found herself able to focus on new priorities. Health, family, friendships, travel, and personal happiness gradually moved to the center of her attention. Rather than wondering what storyline might come next, she could simply ask herself what she wanted to do next. Another unexpected benefit was the chance to slow down. For years, life had moved at a rapid pace as seasons were planned and episodes produced. Now, Amy could enjoy quieter mornings, spontaneous trips, and relaxing weekends without feeling like every activity needed to fit into a television schedule. Ending the show also opened doors that might never have appeared otherwise. Instead of being known only as a reality television personality, Amy could explore different opportunities, build new projects, and connect with supporters in fresh ways. The conclusion of one journey often marks the beginning of another, and Amy seemed ready to discover what came next. Many longtime viewers admitted they felt emotional when Little People, Big World concluded. For countless families, watching the Roloffs had become a tradition that stretched across generations. Some fans had started watching as teenagers and were now parents themselves. Saying goodbye to the series felt like saying farewell to an old friend. Social media quickly filled with heartfelt messages, thanking Amy for allowing viewers into her life for so many years. Fans praised her honesty, her perseverance, and the compassion she consistently showed throughout the series. Others expressed hope that although the television cameras had stopped rolling, Amy would continue sharing pieces of her life through other platforms. There was also widespread curiosity about what the future might hold. Would Amy retire completely? Would she begin a new career? Would she spend all of her time with family, or would she surprise everyone with exciting new ventures? Those questions fueled conversations among longtime followers who weren't quite ready to stop keeping up with her story. For Amy, however, the ending didn't feel like a farewell. It felt like turning the page to a brand new chapter, one where she could make decisions entirely on her own terms. The lessons learned during decades in the spotlight had prepared her for whatever opportunities lay ahead, and she approached this new season with optimism instead of uncertainty. As fans continued cheering her on, one thing became increasingly clear. Amy Roloff's popularity had never depended solely on reality television. People connected with her authenticity, determination, and warmth. Those qualities remained long after the final episode aired, ensuring that her journey would continue to inspire supporters around the world. Transition. With more freedom came exciting opportunities, and Amy wasn't ready to slow down. When the cameras stopped rolling on Little People, Big World, many people wondered what Amy Roloff would do next. After spending decades sharing her life on television, it would have been easy to imagine her stepping away from the spotlight altogether. Instead, Amy embraced a new chapter built on many of the same qualities that made viewers connect with her in the first place: warmth, authenticity, and a genuine love for bringing people together. One of Amy's most visible professional pursuits has been continuing to build her personal brand beyond reality television. Rather than relying on one project, she has diversified her work through a combination of public appearances, online content, partnerships, and community-focused activities. It's a career that gives her flexibility while allowing her to stay connected with the audience that has supported her for so many years. Amy has also remained active as an author and food enthusiast. Her cookbook, Short and Simple Family Recipes, reflects something longtime fans have always appreciated about her. She enjoys creating meals that bring loved ones together. The recipes aren't about fancy ingredients or complicated techniques. Instead, they celebrate family traditions, comfort food, and the joy of sharing a table with the people who matter most. That message has continued to resonate long after the television series came to an end. Cooking has naturally become a regular part of Amy's online presence as well. Through social media, she frequently shares recipes, holiday baking ideas, seasonal meals, and glimpses inside her kitchen. Fans enjoy watching these moments because they feel familiar and personal. Instead of highly produced content, Amy's videos often feel like visiting a friend's home, where conversation flows naturally while something delicious is cooking in the oven. Her social media accounts have become one of the primary ways she stays connected with viewers. She posts updates about family celebrations, everyday life, holidays, travel adventures, and behind-the-scenes moments that never appeared on television. This direct connection allows fans to continue following her journey without the structure of a weekly reality show. Amy has also partnered with various brands that align with her lifestyle. Rather than promoting products that seem disconnected from her personality, her collaborations generally focus on home living, food, kitchen products, seasonal items, and family-oriented services. Because viewers have watched her for so many years, authenticity remains incredibly important, and she tends to work with companies that fit naturally into her everyday routine. Public appearances continue to be another meaningful part of her professional life. Amy occasionally participates in fan events, charity functions, book signings, and community gatherings where supporters have the opportunity to meet her in person. These events allow her to hear directly from viewers whose lives have been touched by her story over the years. In addition to appearances, Amy has accepted speaking opportunities where she shares lessons from her personal journey. Drawing from years in the public eye, she speaks about perseverance, family relationships, overcoming challenges, embracing change, and finding purpose during life's transitions. Her experiences resonate with audiences because they come from real moments rather than scripted television. Community involvement has remained an important priority as well. Throughout the years, Amy has supported charitable causes and organizations that focus on children, families, and people with disabilities. Even without the television cameras documenting every event, she continues looking for opportunities to make a positive difference where she can. One reason Amy has adapted so successfully is that her post-television career allows her to focus on what she enjoys most. Instead of filming long production schedules, she now has the freedom to choose projects that reflect her personal interests. Whether she's cooking, meeting fans, traveling with her husband Chris, supporting charitable causes, or sharing everyday moments online, her work feels much more intentional. Many fans have noticed that Amy appears happier and more relaxed in this phase of her life. Without the constant pressure of reality television, She has greater control over her schedule and the stories she chooses to share. That freedom has given her space to enjoy both personal fulfillment and professional opportunities. Perhaps the greatest strength of Amy's new career is that it doesn't depend on one platform. She has successfully built a connection that extends beyond television through books, speaking engagements, social media, community events, and collaborations. Her audience hasn't disappeared. It has simply followed her into this next chapter. That continued loyalty speaks volumes about the relationship Amy has built over the years. Fans weren't just watching a television personality. They were following someone whose resilience, kindness, and determination felt genuine. Those qualities continue to define her career today just as much as they did during the show's earliest seasons. Transition. For Amy, success has never been measured only by television ratings. Instead, it's been defined by the lives she's touched, the relationships she's built, and the meaningful connections that continue to grow long after the cameras stopped rolling. When Little People, Big World came to an end, many fans wondered whether Amy Roloff would miss the constant presence of cameras documenting every milestone of her life. Instead, what emerged was something even more meaningful. Away from production schedules and episode deadlines, Amy embraced a slower, more intentional lifestyle, one centered on the people she loves most. Family has always been the foundation of Amy's life, and today that role is stronger than ever. Gatherings with her children and grandchildren have become some of her happiest moments. Whether celebrating birthdays, holidays, or simply enjoying an ordinary afternoon together, Amy often shares glimpses of these occasions with her followers. Fans who watched her children grow up on television now enjoy seeing the next generation creating memories of their own. Perhaps nothing has brought Amy greater joy than becoming a grandmother. She frequently speaks about how rewarding it is to watch her grandchildren discover the world. Every visit brings laughter, playful adventures, and precious moments that remind her how quickly time passes. Rather than being consumed by the pressures of reality television, Amy now gets to focus on creating memories that belong entirely to her family. Her role as a grandmother has also given longtime viewers a chance to see another side of her personality. The same warmth, patience, and encouragement that made her a beloved mother on television now shine through as she spends time reading stories, baking treats, playing games, and celebrating milestones with her grandchildren. It's a beautiful continuation of the nurturing spirit that fans have admired for years. Another major source of happiness in Amy's life is her marriage to Marek. Their relationship has brought a refreshing sense of stability after many challenging years. Together, they enjoy the simple pleasures that often go unnoticed in busy lives: morning coffee, weekend drives, quiet evenings at home, and exploring new destinations. Chris has often been described as calm, supportive, and adventurous, qualities that perfectly complement Amy's energetic personality. Rather than seeking constant excitement, the couple seems to appreciate life's everyday moments. That balance has resonated with viewers, many of whom have commented that Amy appears happier and more relaxed than ever before. Travel has also become an important part of this new chapter. Without the demanding filming schedule that once dictated much of her calendar, Amy and Chris have enjoyed taking road trips and vacations together. Sometimes they visit scenic coastal towns, while other adventures take them into the mountains or across the country to spend time with family and friends. These travels are not simply about checking destinations off a list. They represent freedom, freedom to choose where to go, how long to stay, and what experiences matter most. After years of living under the public eye, being able to enjoy spontaneous adventures has become one of the greatest rewards of Amy's post-television life. Amy has also continued pursuing hobbies that have long reflected her personality. Cooking remains one of her greatest passions. Preparing meals has always been her way of bringing people together, and she continues sharing recipes, baking ideas, and kitchen inspiration with supporters who have followed her for decades. Beyond cooking, Amy enjoys decorating for holidays, gardening, spending time outdoors, and creating welcoming spaces for family celebrations. These interests may seem simple, but they reveal what truly brings her joy. Rather than chasing constant attention, she finds fulfillment in meaningful experiences shared with the people closest to her. One remarkable aspect of Amy's life is how she has maintained close relationships despite decades in the spotlight. Fame can sometimes create distance between celebrities and their loved ones, yet Amy has consistently emphasized the importance of staying connected with family and longtime friends. She understands that genuine relationships require time, effort, forgiveness, and patience. Over the years, she has experienced disagreements, difficult transitions, and emotional family changes. Like every family, the Roloffs have faced moments of tension and uncertainty. But Amy has repeatedly demonstrated a willingness to move forward, focusing on understanding rather than resentment whenever possible. Living publicly for so many years has also taught Amy valuable lessons about resilience. She has learned that criticism is unavoidable, especially when millions of viewers witness personal moments. Instead of allowing outside opinions to define her, she has focused on remaining authentic and staying true to her values. She has often shown that life rarely follows a perfect script. Relationships evolve, children grow into independent adults, careers change, and unexpected opportunities arise. Rather than fearing those changes, Amy has embraced them as part of life's natural journey. Another lesson she seems to have learned is the importance of appreciating ordinary moments. Television often highlights dramatic events, but real happiness frequently comes from quiet conversations, family dinners, afternoon walks, or simply sharing laughter around the kitchen table. Those are the moments Amy now appears to treasure most. Fans continue following her because she remains remarkably relatable. While many reality television personalities reinvent themselves completely after leaving the spotlight, Amy has stayed true to the qualities that first earned viewers' admiration. She remains approachable, optimistic, hardworking, and deeply committed to family. Her social media presence reflects that authenticity. Rather than presenting an unrealistic picture of perfection, Amy shares everyday experiences that many people recognize from their own lives. Whether she's cooking dinner, celebrating a grandchild's birthday, traveling with Chris, or enjoying a peaceful afternoon at home, her updates feel sincere rather than staged. That honesty has allowed her connection with longtime viewers to continue long after Little People, Big World ended. Many fans say they no longer follow Amy because of the television series itself. They follow because they genuinely care about her happiness and enjoy watching her thrive. In many ways, Amy's greatest success may not be measured by television ratings or years spent on screen. Instead, it can be seen in the fulfilling life she has built beyond reality television, a life filled with love, family, meaningful friendships, personal growth, and gratitude for every new day. Transition as fulfilling as the present has become, many fans can't help wondering what comes next. As we look back on Amy Roloff's journey, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The end of Little People, Big World wasn't the end of her story. In many ways, it marked the beginning of an entirely new chapter, one filled with freedom, fresh opportunities, and a renewed focus on the people and passions that matter most. After spending years sharing both joyful milestones and difficult challenges with millions of viewers, Amy has embraced life beyond reality television with remarkable grace. Whether she's growing her business ventures, connecting with fans through social media and public appearances, creating delicious recipes, or simply enjoying precious moments with her children, grandchildren, and husband Marek, she continues to build a life that's authentic and deeply fulfilling. Perhaps that's why Amy remains such a beloved figure. Her story has never been about perfection. It's been about resilience. Viewers have watched her overcome obstacles, adapt to life's unexpected changes, and continue moving forward with optimism and determination. Those qualities have inspired countless fans who see a little of their own lives reflected in hers. Amy's journey is also a powerful reminder that new beginnings can happen at any stage of life. A career can evolve. Priorities can shift, dreams can change, and sometimes closing one important chapter creates space for an even more meaningful one to begin. No one knows exactly what the future holds for Amy Roloff, but if the past has taught us anything, it's that she's never afraid to embrace whatever comes next. Whether it's another exciting business opportunity, more family adventures, new travels, or simply enjoying the quieter moments that once seemed impossible during years of nonstop filming, her next chapter is one that many fans will continue following with genuine excitement. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What do you think Amy's next big adventure will be? Is there a new project you'd like to see her take on? Or do you simply enjoy watching her focus on family and everyday life? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. We always enjoy hearing your perspective. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next update. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and we'll see you in the next video.